श्री हरिः ॐ। गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत नः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यवउतोतैषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुत ते नमः या तैषुः शिवतमा शिवं बभूवते धनुः शिवा शरव्याया तव तया नो रुद्रमृडया या ते रुद्र शिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवाशन्तमया गिरिशन्तापि चाकशीः यामिषुङ्गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि गुंसि पुरुषं जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्चावदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत् अद्य वोचदधिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक् अहीगश्च सर्वाञ्जम्भयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुणौत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षु श्रिताः सहस्रशो वैशागुं खेळयीमहे असौ यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उदैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उदैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीढुषे अतो ये अस्य सत्त्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोराग्नियोर्जाम् याश्च ते हस्तैषवः पराता भगवो वप अवतत्य धनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशते शुधे निशीर्य शल्यानां मुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव विज्यं धनुः कपर्धिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उत अनेशन्नस्येष वाबुरस्य निशङ्गतिः या ते हेतिर्मीडुष्टमहस्ते बभूवते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधायानातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः अथो य इषुतिस्तवारे अस्मन्निदेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशाञ्च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्पिञ्जराय त्विषीमते पतीनां पतये नमो नमो बब्लुषाय विव्याधिने नानां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगतां पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय तताविने क्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः सूताय हन्त्याय वनानां पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्तपतये वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृताय औषधीनां पतये नमो नमः उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्तीनां पतये नमो नमः कृत्स्नवीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः नमः सहमानाय निर्व्याधिन आव्याधिनीनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिणे सेनानां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिण इषुधिमते तस्कराणां पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते सायूनां पतये नमो नमो निचेरवे परिचरायारण्यानां पतये नमो नमः सृकाविभ्यो जिगागुंसद्भ्यो मुष्णतां पतये नमो नमो सिमद्भ्यो नक्तं चरद्भ्यः प्रकृन्तानां पतये नमो नमः उष्णीषिणे गिरिचराय कुलुंशानां पतये नमो नमः इषुमद्भ्यो धन्वाविभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमोऽस्यद्भ्यो विद्यद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आसीनेभ्यः शयानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः तिष्ठद्भ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्योऽश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमः आव्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तीभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः उगणाभ्यस्त्रिगुंहतीभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रतिभ्यो रतेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः शत्रुभ्यः सङ्ग्रहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः तक्षभ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः इषुकृद्भ्यो धन्वकृद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयुभ्यश्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः श्वभ्यश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः शर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिकण्ठाय च नमः कपर्दिने च व्युक्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय च शिपिविष्टाय च नमो मीढुष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृद्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे चाजिराय च नमः शीघ्रियाय च शीभ्याय च नमः ऊर्म्याय चावस्वन्याय च नमः श्रोतस्याय च द्वीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय चापरजाय च नमो मध्यमाय चापगल्भाय च नमो जगन्याय च बुद्ध्याय च नमः सोऽभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमः उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय चावसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्षाय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय चाशुरथाय च नमः शूराय चावबिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरूतिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय चाहनन्याय च नमो कृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिणे चेषुतिमते च नमः तीक्ष्णे शवे चायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पत्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूध्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च वट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईध्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्म्याय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च ॐ हर 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 ॐ नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमस्ताम्राय चारुणाय च नमः शङ्घाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयोभवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमः स्तीर्त्याय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आतार्याय च लाद्याय च नमः षष्ट्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नमः हिरण्याय च प्रपत्याय च नमः किगुंशिलाय च क्षयनाय च नमः कपर्धिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमः स्तल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेश्याय च नमः पागुंसव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नमः ऊर्व्याय च सूर्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च पर्णशद्याय च नमो पगुरमाणाय चाभिघ्नते च नमः आखिदके च प्रखिदके च नमो वक्किरिकेभ्यो देवानागुं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नम आनिर्हतेभ्यो नम आमीवत्केभ्यः द्रावे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहिता येषाम् पुरुषाणाम् येषाम् पशूनाम् मा भेर्मा रोमो येषाम् किञ्चनाममत् या ते रुद्र शिवा तनु शिवा विश्वाह भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजी तया नो मृडजीवसे इमागुम् रुद्राय तवसे कपर्धिने क्षयद्वीराय प्रभरामहे मतिम् यथा नः शमशद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वम् पुष्टम् ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरम् मृडानो रुद्रो तनो मयस्कृति क्षयद्वीराय नमसा विधेमते यच्चञ्च योश्च मनुरायजे पिता तदश्याम तव रुद्रः प्रणीतौ मानो महान्तमुतमानो अर्भकम् मान उक्षन्तमुतमान उक्षितम् मानो वदीः पितरम् मोत मातरम् प्रियामानस्तनुवो रुद्ररीरिषः मानस्तोके तनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु रीरिषः वीरान्मानो रुद्रभामितो वधीर्हविष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते आरात्ते गोग्न उत पूरुषग्ने क्षयद्वीराय सुम्नमस्मे ते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अधि च देव ब्रूह्यता च नः शर्म यच्चद्विबर्हाः श्रुहि श्रुतम् गर्त सदैयुवानम् मृगन्न भीममुपहत्नुमुग्रम् मृडाचरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मन्निवपन्तु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वृणक्तु परित्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरगायोः अवस्थिरा मघवद्भ्यस्तनुष्वमील्कस्तोकाय मृडया मीडुष्टमशिवतम शिवो नः सुमना भव परमे वृक्ष आयुधम् निधाय कृत्तिम् वसान आचर पिनाकम् बिभ्रदागहि विकिरित विलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुम् हेतयोऽन्यमस्मन्निवपन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रदा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः ताशामीशानो भगवः पराचीनामुखाकृति सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रादिभूम्याम् तेषागुम् सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि अस्मिन् महत्यर्णवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठाः शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठादिवगुम् रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासः कपर्धिनः ये अन्येषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् ये पताम् प्रतिरक्षय ऐलभृदाय व्युदः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति शृगावन्तो निषङ्गिणः य एतावन्तश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्रावितस्तिरे तेषागुम् सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्याम् ये अन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषामन्नम् वातो वर्षमिषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राची दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीची दशोदीची दशोर्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृडयन्तु तेयम् ग्रीष्मो यश्च नोद्वेष्टितम् भोजम्बे दधामि त्र्यम्बकम् यजामहे सुगन्धिम् पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकविबन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्नौ यो अप्सु ओषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वा भुवना विवेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु ये ते सहस्रमयुतं पाशा मृत्योर्मर्त्याय हन्तवे तान् यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानवयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो मा विशान्तकः तेनाप्यायस्व नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि तमुष्टु हि यस्विषु सुधन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षयति भेषजस्य यक्ष्वा महेशौ मनसाय रुद्रं नमो भिर्देवमसुरन्दुवस्य अयं मे हस्तो भगवान् अयं मे भगवत्तरः अयं मे विश्वभेषजो यगुं शिवाभिमर्शनः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देव नारायण नमोऽस्तु ते विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व साईश्वर अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व साईश्वर अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष साईश्वर हरिः ओं तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु।
विघ्नविनाशक गणनाथा विघ्नविनाशक गणनाथा गजानना गणनाथा गजानना हे गजवदना गजानना हे गजवदना विघ्न विनाशक गणनाथा गजानना हे गजवदना गणनाथा गणनाथा प्रणव स्वरूपा गणनाथा पतिपुरीश्वर गणनाथा गजानना हे गजवदना गजानना हे गजवदना विघ्न विनाशक गणनाथा
हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम नारायणा हरि हरि ओम नारायणा हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम नारायणा लक्ष्मी हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम नारायण हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम नारायण हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम नारायण शान्ताकारा भुजंग शयना पद्मनाभा नारायण लक्ष्मी रमणा कमल नयना साईनाथ नारायण हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम नारायण हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम नारायण हरि ओम हरि ओम नारायण
सत्यस्वरूपिणी मा साई प्रेम स्वरूपिणी मा
स्वरूपिणी मा साई प्रेम स्वरूपिणी मा
सत्यस्वरूपिणी
भगवान अर्ज सुनो मेरे साई भगवान।
ओ भगवान अर्ज सुनो मेरे साई भगवान।
ओ भगवान अर्ज सुनो मेरे साई भगवान।
ओ भगवान अर्ज सुनो मेरे साई भगवान।
परतीपुरी के तुम हो दाता,
परतीपुरी के तुम हो दाता।
वृंदावन के तुम हो दाता,
वृंदावन के तुम हो दाता।
सब भक्तों के मन को भाता,
सब भक्तों के मन को भाता।
सब भक्तों के मन को भाता।
सब भक्तों के मन को भाता।
पार उतारो नैया मोरी,
पार उतारो नैया मोरी।
पार उतारो नैया मोरी।
पार उतारो नैया मोरी।
साई घर श्यामा, साई घर श्यामा,
साई घर श्यामा, साई घर श्यामा।
साई घर श्यामा, साई घर श्यामा।
साई घर श्यामा, साई घर श्यामा।
ओ भगवान अर्ज सुनो मेरे साई भगवान।
ओ भगवान अर्ज सुनो मेरे साई भगवान।
परतीपुरी के तुम हो दाता,
परतीपुरी के तुम हो
श्यामा साई घनश्यामा
साई घनश्यामा साई घनश्यामा
साई घनश्यामा साई घनश्यामा
साई घनश्यामा साई घनश्यामा
ओ भगवान अर्ज सुनो मेरे साई भगवान।
भवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ कालिक पालिनी 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 माँ जय जय साई माँ दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ परम शिवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ
शिवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ
परम शिवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ
परम शिवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ
जगदोधारिणी 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 माँ
जय साई माँ दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ कालिक पालिनी माँ जय जय साई माँ कालिक पालिनी माँ जय जय साई माँ दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ परम शिवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ परम शिवानी माँ जय जय साई माँ जगदोधारिणी माँ जय जय साई माँ जगदोधारिणी माँ जय जय साई माँ जगदोधारिणी माँ जय जय साई माँ दुर्गा भवानी जय जय साई
डम डम डमरू डमरुनाथ शिव डम डमरू डमरुनाथ शिव डम डमरू डमरुनाथ शिव डम डमरू डमरुनाथ शिव धिमिक धिमि गौरीनाथ शिव धिमिक धिमि गौरी
गौरीनाथ शिव
धिमिक धिमिक गौरीनाथ शिव
धिमिक 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 गौरीनाथ शिव
डम डमरू डमरुनाथ शिव
डम डमरू डमरुनाथ शिव
नटन मनोहर नटराजा शिव
नटन मनोहर
नटन मनोहर नटराजा शिव हर हर भम भम भोलेनाथ शिव हर हर भम भम भोलेनाथ शिव शंभो शंकर विश्वनाथ शिव शंभो शंकर विश्वनाथ शिव शिवाय नमः शिव साईनाथ शिव शिवाय नमः शिव साईनाथ शिव डम डम डमरू डमरुनाथ शिव धिमिक धिमिक धिमि गौरीनाथ शिव डम डम डमरू डमरुनाथ शिव नटन मनोहर नटराजा शिव हर हर भम भम भोलेनाथ शिव शंभो शंकर विश्वनाथ शिव शिवाय नमः शिव साईनाथ शिव शिवाय नमः शिव साईनाथ शिव डम डम डमरू डमरुनाथ शिव
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय ओम श्री राम जय जय राम
वेदान्त गुणशीला वेद वेदान्त गुणशीला साईशा 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 सत्य साईशा
साईनाथ भगवान साईनाथ भगवान
साईनाथ भगवान साईनाथ भगवान
साईनाथ भगवान साईनाथ भगवान
साईनाथ भगवान
सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरं साईनाथ भगवान
सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरं साईनाथ भगवान
सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरं सत्य साईनाथ भगवान
सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरं साईनाथ भगवान
साईनाथ भगवान साईनाथ भगवान
साईनाथ भगवान साईनाथ भगवान
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
संघं शरणं गच्छामि
संघं शरणं गच्छामि
संघं शरणं गच्छामि
संघं शरणं गच्छामि
सत्य साईश शरणं गच्छामि
सत्य साईश शरणं गच्छामि
सत्य साईश शरणं गच्छामि
सत्य साईश शरणं गच्छामि
साईनाथ भगवान साईनाथ भगवान
साईनाथ भगवान साईनाथ भगवान
सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरं साईनाथ भगवान
सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरं साईनाथ भगवान
साईनाथ भगवान साईनाथ भगवान
साईनाथ भगवान
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
संघं शरणं गच्छामि
संघं शरणं गच्छामि
सत्य साईश शरणं गच्छामि
सत्य साईश शरणं गच्छामि
सत्य साईश शरणं गच्छामि
सत्य साईश शरणं गच्छामि
शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि सत्य साई शरणं गच्छामि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि सत्य साई शरणं गच्छामि सत्य साई शरणं गच्छामि साईनाथ भगवान साईनाथ भगवान
शङ्कर शङ्कर साम्ब सदा शिव शङ्कर शङ्कर शम्भो शङ्कर साम्ब सदा शिव शङ्कर शङ्कर शम्भो शङ्कर शङ्कर साम्ब सदा शिव शङ्कर शङ्कर शम्भो चन्द्रकलाधर शङ्करा गङ्गजटाधर शङ्करा चन्द्रकलाधर शङ्करा गङ्गजटाधर शङ्करा शङ्कर साम्ब सदा शिव शङ्कर शङ्कर शम्भो शङ्कर साम्ब सदा शिव शङ्कर शङ्कर कैलासवासा शङ्करा त्रिशूलधारी शङ्करा कैलासवासा शङ्करा त्रिशूलधारी शङ्करा शिवाय भवाय शिवाय भवाय शिवा भवाहर चन्द्रशेखर शिवा भवाहर चन्द्रशेखर शङ्कर शङ्कर साम्ब सदा शिव शङ्कर शङ्कर शम्भो शङ्कर साम्ब सदा चन्द्रकलाधर शङ्करा गङ्गजटाधर शङ्करा शङ्कर शङ्कर साम्ब सदा शिव शङ्कर शङ्कर शम्भो कैलासवासा शङ्करा त्रिशूलधारी शङ्करा शिवाय भवाय शिवा भवाहर चन्द्रशेखरा शिवा भवाहर चन्द्रशेखरा शङ्कर शङ्कर साम्ब सदा शिव शङ्कर
भवभयहरण वन्दितचरण भवभयहरण वन्दितचरण भवभयहरण वन्दितचरण
भवभयहरण वन्दितचरण
जयनाद जय माधव गौरी
जयनाद जय माधव
जयनाद जय माधव सौरी जयनाद जय माधव मंगल चरण चलिमल दहन
मंगल चरण कलिमल दहन
मंगल चरण कलिमल दहन
मंगल चरण कलिमल दहन
नारायण केशव
नारायण केशव
नारायण केशव
नारायण केशव
जयनाद जय माधव सौरी
जयनाद जय माधव सौरी
जयनाद जय माधव सौरी
जयनाद जय माधव सौरी
भवभयहरण वन्दित चरण
भवभयहरण वन्दित चरण
भवभयहरण वन्दित चरण
भवभयहरण वन्दित चरण जय राधा जय माधव सौरी जय राधा जय माधव सौरी
भवभयहरण मंगल चरण जयनाथ जय माधव सौरी जयनाथ जय
Multi-faith prayers requesting all devotees to join in. The Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
सोमा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय शान्ति 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 ॐ तत्सत् श्रीनारायण तुम पुरुषोत्तम गुरुतु सिद्धबुद्ध तु सन्त विनायक सविता पावक तु सविता पावक तु ब्रह्ममर्षतु सर्वशक्ति तु येषु पिता प्रभु तु रुद्रविष्णु तु रामकृष्ण तु रहीमताओ तु रहीमताओ तु वासुदेव तु विश्वरूप तु चिदानन्द हरि तु अद्वितीय तु अकाल निर्भय आत्मलिङ्ग शिव तु आत्मलिङ्ग शिव तु आत्मलिङ्ग शिव तु जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक अति महेश्वर ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका अवताण्डवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदैवं मर्यादयु नीवे स्वामी मर्यादयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्र शयना ओम जय जगदीश हरे रूप जय श्री साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल हारति अंधको मंगल हारति अंधको मंगल गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण
साईं बाबा जी की जय।
पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला
I offer my most humble pranams at the lotus feet of our dearest Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Respected elders, brothers and sisters, Jai Sai Ram. So on this auspicious day of the first day of Navratri, may I wish everyone a happy Navratri. Announcements for this week are, we have the national birthday celebrations that are going to be held on the Saturday, 4th of November, commencing at 10:30 a.m. and concluding at 4 p.m. Guest speaker for this event is Dr. Jagdish Chandra from Switzerland. He is an alumnus of the Sri Sathya Sai College in Prashanti. Dr. Chandra has spoken in the Divine Presence on numerous occasions. Following on, the sadhana program. As part of our preparation for Swami's birthday, we're undertaking a daily spiritual practice, also known as sadhana. Two things we're doing. One, sealing on desires. Don't waste time, energy, money, food. And secondly, silence. Maintain silence as much as possible and contemplate on God. For service activities, we've got the food bank service. As you know, we've been working with the Burnt Oak Food Bank and would like to express our gratitude to all who have contributed in bringing items every week. In addition to the regular items that are listed on the screen, they have specifically asked for cans of baked beans and canned tomatoes. We also need volunteers to pick up food from Lidl in Alperton on 17th of October, and Lidl Edgware and Lidl Aldi Colindale on the 18th of October, all before 1 p.m. We're also looking for volunteers for distribution on the 19th of October. If you're able to support this noble cause in any ways, please contact our service coordinator, Brother Rishi. And moving on to Akhanda Bhajans. Every year on the second weekend of November, we have the Global Akhanda Bhajans. This year, this falls on the Diwali weekend, which is the 11th and 12th of November. 24-hour Akhanda Bhajans will be held in central London from 6 p.m. on Saturday to 6 p.m. on Sunday. Mill Hill has a slot on Saturday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. In addition to this, we will also, like every year, have some bhajans in our centre from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. on the Sunday. There will be also a separate Balvikas bhajan slot in our centre bhajans on Sunday. All those interested in participating, please contact Sister Chandima. And as a summary of the upcoming events, 22nd of October, we'll be celebrating Dasera and Swami's Avatar Declaration Day. On 4th of November is the National Birthday Celebrations. These are going to be held in Sandbach in Region 5. 19th of November, we'll be celebrating Ladies' Day. 23rd of November will be Bhagwan's birthday at Mill Hill at 5 a.m. And 26th of November will be Bhagwan's birthday celebrations on the Sunday itself. So I'd like to just give me a few moments. I'll set up the Balvikas reunion. I'm sure most of you are here for that. It's amazing to see a lot of familiar faces that I haven't seen in a lot of years. Older youth and Balvikas students who I looked up to. Some of you have, at least on the brother side, balded a little bit and gone grey. And so it's really, really nice to actually, we're going to have some amazing pictures of when you guys were younger, and hopefully we will have an enjoyable morning of remembering our great days together. So just give me a few moments while we set this up. So let me start with this. So Balvikas reunion this year is all about how we could reminisce, reconnect and reflect. So with that in mind, what I'm going to be doing is first introducing myself. That's me. Nothing's much changed. I love talking then, I love talking now. So the only thing that's changed, of course, is that paper's been replaced by a mobile phone and still got the watch. So nothing's changed so far. I said, before I embarrass everyone else, let me embarrass myself. So that there is a sense of, you know what, he's not come on stage just to actually have a go at you guys. So this is a picture from, I think, Canon de Villa days. And this is my first or second time I actually did Fought for the Day, if I can remember. And really was really scared of doing it, actually. Still, I'm scared of doing announcements, but that's a different story that I've been asked by Brother Arun and Sister Vidya to actually be the MC for this. Which I'm really, really thankful for. So let's go down memory lane. So Balvikas, for example, is one of the most essential parts of character building in everyone's lives. Balvikas is not just about the relationship of students to the center, students with Bhagwan, which is one part of it, but also it's that relationship between students, teachers, and parents. Bal Vikas for me is as important as our secular education, because it not only develops you as an individual, but it also develops your mindset and how you actually are in your work, when you do go into work or when you go into further education. It just develops who you are. So it's, as I said, it's the auspicious day of Navratri. Our first gurus usually are our mothers, for example. And what an amazing day that we are actually having a reunion on the day when we celebrate motherhood in the form of the Divine Mother. One of the things that I was going to do was go down and give a little brief history, but then I saw something else that's coming up. So I said, you know what, I'm going to change that. We've got the quiz coming up for today. So the program for today is we're going to have a welcome address by our centre president. I have told him 7 minutes. If he does go over 7 minutes, can someone keep a timer on Girdhar Uncle so that he doesn't go over 7 minutes? And following that, we're going to have a little quiz, just so that everyone can... I just want to test everyone's knowledge, how many people actually remember the centre and key moments in the centre's history. Following that, we're going to have a little montage created by Brother Arun that will highlight all of the events and key pictures. Some of them will have embarrassing pictures, so I do apologize. A disclaimer at the beginning of this program is embarrassing pictures are going to come on the screen. If you're embarrassed, I apologize from now on. And following that, we're going to have 2 wonderful speeches intertwined with some games. So with that in mind, let me call upon Brother... Giridhar Uncle. Yeah, he used to be Brother Giridhar when he had black hair, but now he's turned grey. We call him Giridhar Uncle. So let me introduce Giridhar Uncle.
Sai Ram, I offer my loving pranams at the Divine Lotus Feet. Respected elders, brothers and sisters, a very loving Sai Ram, good morning to all of you, and a very, very, very warm welcome to all of you. It's so nice to see all of you here. I mean, I wish we could see you every week. We don't have to do a reunion to have some of you, including people like Shankavi, who I'm missing, I can't see here. She's hiding somewhere. It's so good to see you, Nupur Bain, and so many people. I don't want to start taking names and then miss out on some people, but it's really so nice to see all of you. I was remembering those early days of, Tushar talked about Canada Villa. I remember how we used to have the Bal Vikas, in the passage, in that passage from when you enter, there is the senior students actually used to sit there, and then we used to have in the Bhajan hall, in the different corners of the Bhajan hall, we used to have the Bal Vikas classes. The dining space on that side was, if you remember, was a very prominent place, and that was cut off for the students, for the children, if you remember all of that. Things have changed quite a bit since then. We have fairly high-tech classrooms now. We have, those large, I think 4 feet by 4 feet interactive television screens where you plug in our computers into, and it's got audio built in. So things have changed. But some things haven't changed. In Bal Vikas, the principles, the values of Bal Vikas haven't changed. What we went to Bal Vikas for in the first instance, what we came to Swami for in the first instance, that has not changed, thankfully. The dedication of the teachers has not at all changed. The commitment of the students, thankfully, has not changed. And that's obviously thanks to the parents. And we should definitely thank the parents. Take the timer away from my side. just thinking about why do we come to Bal Vikas? Why did we come to Swami? In the first instance. This has helped us to lay a very strong foundation for our lives. Some of us may not realize it. We may not have realized it back then. And today, when we go through the ups and downs of life, we may still not understand and realize that the reason we are able to take this better than many other people is because of that upbringing, is because of that imprint that Bal Vikas had on us. We may not realize it, but when we look at the others, we look at people who have not had this privilege, we realize that the reason we are different is because we have had this kind of a program. We've been through this program. And I would liken or relate this to someone going to a gym. You go to the gym and you're pulling weights. When you're doing those weights, the weight training, it's quite painful, isn't it? It's very, you're kind of ooh, ah, and ouch is happening. But you'll go back 2 days later. Why are you doing that? You're paying them. You're paying them to have pain. Why are we doing that? Because we see a gain at the end of it. We see a muscle growth at the end of it. We see a body training at the end of it. What we don't maybe realize is there is a spiritual training that is happening in us when we are going through a Bal Vikas, when we come to the Sai Center. The Sai Center is not just a place of socializing. The Sai Center is not just a place where we come to do bhajans for 1 hour and then go back home. The Sai Center is a spiritual workshop. We are getting repaired here. The Sai Center is a spiritual hospital. We are getting treated here. The Sai Center is also a spiritual university. We are learning here. And this is all that is happening for us without our specific realizing. We are not putting any extra effort into doing all of this. You come here, all of this happens. You meet some people, they say something to you, and sometimes you would say, why is this being said, or why is something like this happening in a Sai Center? If you get that kind of a doubt, go back to that original thing. This is a workshop. This is a hospital. This is a university. And I'll tell you, being an office bearer is like being in the ICU. The treatment and the intensity of that learning increases. But that's not to put you off. That is just to encourage you to learn faster, because then you're getting a double promotion in school. It's like that. You're moving up faster. The second thing we learn here, and very importantly, we learn Swami is God. I know we are in the day and age where in cricket, Sachin Tendulkar is God, in football, Messi is God, or a Ronaldo is God. We have a lot of gods. But this is different. This is like the God of all gods, the power behind all these human gods. And we realize the power behind that name of Sai Ram. And Swami himself has said this. He said this of course, he said this in an interview, but this applies to everyone. He said, if you take that name of Sai Ram, everything will become easy. And I can go into specific instances, the context in which he said this, but because Tushar is pointing the mobile at me every 10 seconds, I'm not going to go into that. But we know the power of that name Sai Ram. And that's also the reason why we are doing this sadhana. Maintain silence as much as possible and use that time to chant that name of Sai Ram. It will redeem us. It will help us in ways that we do not understand. Take that as a given. So we understand that Swami is a friend. Swami is our guru. Swami is our guide. Swami is everything. They say when things are all going very well, your friends will know you. And when things go bad for you, you will know your friends. But Swami is not like that. Swami is an evergreen friend. Swami is the eternal friend. In fact, Swami goes on to say he is the only friend. I remember this when I just joined Swami's college and then we had the summer course. The first, after the third or the fourth day, Swami suddenly turned to me and said, "Where's your friend?" And I pointed outside. I said, "He's outside." Swami didn't wait for my answer. He moved on. And he asked me that question again another time. So I asked one of my seniors, and they said, "Don't ever say to Swami, someone is your friend. You will get in trouble. They will also get in trouble. Just say, Swami is your only friend." So that was at a physical level. What Swami wanted me to realize and understand, and for all of us, is Swami is our true friend. And what do we mean by friend? This is the day when, children like all of you and some of you, they will say, the first time you meet someone, the next day you will say, "Oh, that's my friend." What do you mean by friend? That's just an acquaintance at best. It's just an acquaintance. All of us, we are all only acquaintances. Swami is the only friend. So that's the second most important thing, a very important thing that we understand, that we realize. And the third thing, of course, that we learn from all of this is the power of going inward. Ultimately, what gives us peace, what gives us happiness, and what gives us stability in life is that going inward. If someone said this to you when you were maybe a teenager, and someone said, "Go inward," you will go inside your house. You don't know any other inward. But the way this whole Bal Vikas program is structured is it's designed to help you go inward. And this is what we have learned, and this is what is laying the foundation for all of us. So these are some of the principles. These are some of the principles and values that we have learned in our Bal Vikas days. And these are the principles that we should carry. And just as, there's not much new to learn every day. Once we have graduated from that Bal Vikas program, once we have completed the group 3 and the group 4, you might think, the learning doesn't stop. Just as a tree does not stop growing, but what happens, the growth for the tree is that the roots go deeper and deeper, stronger and stronger. Likewise, our formal Bal Vikas program may have stopped, but our learning continues. And that's the beauty of being in the Sai fold. With that, let me once again thank you all for coming here. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity to very warmly and lovingly welcome all of you. I do wish and hope, of course, pray to Swami, that we have this kind of a Bal Vikas reunion every year. But I also wish that we don't have to wait for one more year to see many of you. Thank you all. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, Giridhar Uncle. Now I'm going to move on straight into the montage. So I'm sure most of you have loved these pictures, even though there were some embarrassing ones. Now we're going to go down a memory lane quiz so that we can actually test everyone's knowledge of the centre. So, what we're going to do for this game is we're going to split the sisters and the brothers. We're going to have a little bit of a competition now so that we can actually see who actually remembers the centre more. So, can I have someone actually be the captain for this? Actually, let me see who I can put as captain. Nuparanti, could you be captain, please, for the sisters' side? And PK Uncle, you can be the captain for the gents' side. So, the first question is, if I can actually get my own technology working. Manan, do you mind pressing next? Okay, the first question is, which year was Mill Hill Science Centre founded? And the rules are, if anyone knows the answer, just put your hand up. And so the question is, which year was Mill Hill Science Centre founded? Okay, so we've had Romney Auntie's answer, Romney Auntie and Manan. But Romney Auntie, what was the answer? Perfect. Do you know the date, Auntie? Thank you. Thank you, Auntie. Next question. Where was the first Bhajan of Mill Hill held? This is a very interesting question. Ooh, Romney Auntie again. Correct, yes. The Murugan Temple on Highgate Hill was the first place where Mill Hill Bhajans were held. Really, brothers? You really are disappointing me, honestly. Yeah, Mitesh, I thought you actually knew the history, being part of the history, so we want a question, we want an answer from you. Next question, please. Name the 5 locations Mill Hill has held Bhajans at. Anyone who fathom the guess? Huh? We can exclude that. There's only one Bhajan. Anyone? You got 4? 4? There is a 5th one. There is a 5th one. Okay, let's get the 4. Okay, the boys have said 4, so which one? Yep. Okay. Anyone else? There's one missing. There's one missing that we did for 3 months, I believe. Huh? Yes, that's right. Shankvi's got it right. It's actually Badger's Croft was the fifth location where we actually had Bhajans for a little while. So actually I'm going to split the points in this. So boys are going to get a half point. Yeah. So I'll give some points to the boys. Next question. In which month and year did the first Balika start? Ooh, this is a very complicated question. I'm actually looking at the Balikas teachers now, the people that actually should know the history of Balikas. Actually, I have someone who might know the history. Rajni Auntie at the back. This is a question for you, actually. Which month and year did the first Balikas start in the centre? 1992, that's correct. Mitesh has got half the question right. What is the month? September was the answer. So yeah, I think I'm going to give the points to the boys, just because I feel very generous to them. They're actually answering now for once. Next question. Who was the first centre president? Huh? Wrong. Huh? Wrong. Huh? That's correct. PK Uncle got the point. It was Uncle Kumaresan was the first centre president for our centre. Next question. When was the first centre pilgrimage to Puttaparthi? Was it 94 or 95? Correct. So, which month was it, Mitesh? Which month was it? Correct. August 1995 was the first centre pilgrimage to Prashant Nilayam. Next question. How many Sai Mehma programs has Mill Hill participated in? 3? What's the answer? Huh? So, what's the final answer from the sister side? What's the final number you're saying? 5? It's actually 5. Actually, Mill Hill was not part of the first Sai Mehma. So that was 5 Sai Mehma. So the points go to the sisters' side. Okay, now what I'm going to be moving on to is our first guest speaker, Sister Kubashini. We said, you know what? As we're embarrassing everyone, we couldn't find a picture of her when she was a younger person at the centre, but we found an old picture from South Africa. So let me welcome Sister Kubashini.
My humble pranams at the lotus feet of my loving swarming, respected elders, brothers, sisters, youth, children, Jai Sai Ram. I've been asked to say a few words regarding my journey with Bal Vikas, more as an adult, as a parent, so bear with me as I go through this. Vilen and I, or Brother Vilendra and I, we joined the center about 15 years ago. So I still remember coming in with Saranya, baby in arms, sitting at the back of the hall, and I can see Auntie smiling. She had a dummy in her mouth, and I used to stress about silent meditation, just hoping she doesn't start crying or talking during that time. So yes, sat at the back of the hall, baby in arms. Vilen used to sing Bhajans, and all I felt coming on those Sundays 15 years ago, and that was maybe a year or two after we moved from South Africa, so we had no family, etc., was love and smiles, and that was the highlight for me as a young mom coming to the center. My interactions with Ramani Auntie, Sister Sumi, Sister Jayanti, because they used to be sitting in the back, and also on the way out. They used to always come and greet me and find out how we're doing, etc., as well as Nipu Auntie and Auntie Sima as well. And not forgetting Auntie Sima's hospitality and Rijo Auntie's hospitality for Bhajans while I was working. Billian used to take the children or the 2 girls to their houses for Bhajans. So all of that forms Bal Vikas for me. So much more than coming here on a Sunday, it's our family that we form. It's a family, it's a routine that forms. I did write down a script, and as you can see, I'm not reading off it, but I'm just talking from my heart, because even when I was asked to speak, it's very difficult to script something so personal, something that has formed such a big part of our lives, of my life. So we're blessed. So as I said, 15 years ago, that was our journey, my journey. As a child, I didn't attend Bal Vikas. I grew up in a traditional Hindu home, went to Bhajans. When I was 18, my dad and my mom, we were on holiday in India. And my dad said, okay, we were in Bangalore. We went to Tirupati for a day trip. And the second trip, he says, okay, we're going to Puttaparthi. And I'm like, what's that? Where's that? What are we going to see? Etc. And I saw Swami. I was blessed. I didn't know it at that time. I was sitting in darshan. And now that I reflect on that, I treasured that moment. I sat in the darshan, didn't know I was seeing God at that time, but now I appreciate it. And it was, now that I look at those years, everything happens for a reason. So obviously when I joined Mill Hill Sai Center, it became an even bigger part of my life. Not just Swami, but just his teachings, his just being a moral compass in our life and an anchor in our life. After Saranya started Bal Vikas and Daria was born, I was still coming into Bhajans, and there was a point where Vilayan used to be at the Bhajan practice room. Saranya was in Bal Vikas, and I had Daria, who was about 2 years old. And at that time, I don't think Sister Claudia actually started the sewing seva, or like we have now. And I was thinking, what could I do with my time? We didn't live close enough for me to go home. I had to be here. And then I started thinking, well, how could I become more involved in Bal Vikas? And I remember Sister Jayanti, I sat in with her to learn about teaching. How do you teach? I'm not a professional teacher. I'm by far a good teacher, I think, at that time. So I sat in with her for a few lessons. And then we said, okay, why don't we start? I think at that time, Nipu auntie, Ramani auntie said, okay, let's think about pre-nursery Bal Vikas. Doesn't exist, still doesn't exist in the curriculum. But we started it, and there was about 4 or 5 children every Sunday, including Daria, that used to come, and we started that. And those children have now are aged 10, 11 years in Bal Vikas. So that introduced me to Bal Vikas as a teacher. And you fast forward a few years later, I was Bal Vikas coordinator, which was also a doorway to enter into so much more opportunity, so much more balance in my life, to deal with all the challenges at work, a demanding job, demanding family commitments. But with Swami's grace, we all make it work, and he guides us and blesses us with his infinite mercy. So it has been a journey, Bal Vikas, and now I'm teaching Bal Vikas. So all I can say is, my family and I are blessed to be part of Mill Hill's Bal Vikas journey, and I hope it continues. I'm sure it'll continue as a teacher, as a parent, and just it's an anchor, a moral compass in our life. I like to conclude with one of Swami's quotes, "Why fear when I am near?" A quote that comes front of mind in most of my days, whether it's at work, at home. It's just something that just brings to life so many practical applications of Swami's teachings. So being a Bal Vikas teacher now is not just being here on a Sunday. It's my personal spiritual development. It's my connection with Swami, my self-audit, self-reflection. There's so many things, but also hopefully a better mom at home with the girls, to connect with them at that level, and especially in such a challenging world where we all face pressures with children, academics, peer pressure, etc. So there's no perfect answer, but it's what do you take, and it's what do I take personally in my role. So as I continue to teach Bal Vikas, hopefully Swami continues to bless and grace us with his infinite mercy, and that's about it. So thank you very much for a short, hopefully that was enough, and didn't go over time. So Sai Ram, thank you.
Thank you, Sister Kabash. So before we start the next section, if you just go to the next section, we're going to do a Guess Who game, but before that starts, we're waiting for the kids to join. So I was going to use this time to actually get some impromptu sort of questions from people, because we did ask a lot of people to say, you know what, please come forward to speak. But unfortunately, people are being very shy. So I'm going to give direct questions because it's easier to get responses this way. So I'm going to first ask a question to actually one of the younger ex-Balukas students is, what was the one thing that you looked forward to coming on Sunday mornings for? And I'm going to ask that question to Vaishali. Can you respond in the mic, please?
It's fine.
Yeah, there's one behind you, the way.
I look forward to.
Oh, do you want to get up? It's at least.
Can everyone hear me? Yeah, okay. I look forward to Sister Claudia. She used to do the sewing, so I actually really enjoyed doing that with her, like between classes, like between Bhajan practice. I actually also look forward to Bhajan practice. It was quite fun at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now, one question for the boys, because I know we were a little bit more lazier. So, actually, question for Ram is, Ram, what was one thing that you did not want? What was one thing that you said, you know what, I really want to be in bed for? So,
I think there was a few times that we missed the Bhajans and I came in to do the thought of the day.
Yep.
And I'm going to be the person doing the thought of the day, so I think the early mornings was a struggle. So.
I think we will go through that early morning struggles on a Sunday morning, especially after 5 days of school and stuff like that. So, this is a question for actually PK Uncle. You've been at the centre, you are also one of our ex-presidents as well. What have you seen in terms of the development of the children that you've seen grow up, become youth? What would you say is the take from them joining Balikas? So.
Lots of disciplines were learned, by the Balikas children. They excel in many things, which lots of our elderly people, were shying away from. And they did it so nicely and so easily. And that was, I think, a very, very remarkable achievement, because most of the things which had been happening with the elder people, so consciously they were doing it, quite easily and very simply. That was really good. I think self-confidence was the biggest thing, with their children.
Thank you, Uncle. That's quite true, actually, because if it wasn't for our teachers pushing us to actually do Thought for the Day, I wouldn't actually be standing here actually being the MC. So I have to say thank you to the teachers and the centre for giving us an opportunity to develop ourselves. So this is a question now, the last question I'm going to do, because I can see more kids around now, is to Nupur Auntie. So in terms of, you've been a teacher for so many years, Auntie, what's your take on Balikas and the children that you've taught, for example?
I'm so blessed to have been part of this journey, where this Swami showed us that this is your family, this is where you will learn and grow. The children have been my biggest teachers. They were the ones who showed me the discipline to get up every morning. I mean, today was an effort. And then every Sunday
Thank you, Dr. Auntie. And as the last bits of kids are coming in, we've got one more person I was going to ask is Riju Auntie. You've been both a Bali class teacher and a parent, and you've also been quite pivotal in sort of developing a lot of the kids that are now just young youth, young adults actually. So what would you say was your journey as a Bali class teacher, as a parent? What would you say? Thank you, Riju Auntie. Actually, one of the things that I was thinking about this morning was, as I was coming in with Brother Arun, actually, there's a famous couplet by a Saint Kabir. He says, Guru Govind dono khare, kake lagu pao, Guru balahai aapki, Govind mujhe pao. So in terms of it, it's really important. Our teachers are so important in Balakas because they show us who Bhagwan is. And they show us, you know what, through their teachings, through their practices, they actually develop us ourselves. So I'd like to, you know what, today thank all the Balakas teachers for the last 31 years who've been teaching all of us, all the older brothers and sisters, all these younger kids, for example, all my younger brothers and sisters, who've been there 31 years tirelessly on Sunday, volunteering their time and effort so that we are developed. So I'd like to thank all of them from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Balakas teachers. Now moving on to the Guess Who. So this is going to be the most embarrassing part of today. So moving on to the first picture of Guess Who. Can you click again, please? Yep. So, guess who? Who is that little kid at the front? Any guesses? Riju Auntie? Kirti, that's correct. That's little Kirti. And next. One more time. Who is this person? Who's this speckled person? I wonder who that is, actually. Yajur, yeah, that's correct. Yajur, put your hand up. You've lost your glasses for some reason. Next, who's this? Sarvin. You actually look better without the beard. Try that out, please. Oh, who's this little kid looking glum, even though having a cake in front of him. Dev, is that you looking glum? Why are you looking glum? Just, you've got a cake in front of you. You should be smiling. Okay, and this is a very old picture. So who is this? This is for the people that will... Shivali, that's correct. And next, please. Ooh, this is a very good picture. Who's this little kid in front of the microphone? That's irony. And who is this? Sai Lavinia, that's correct. Are these days where we were forced to dress up? Do you remember that? Who is this? Aditya. And with Satish uncle with, yeah. Next picture. Who's this person? Bhaskar, can you stand up and do that pose again? Who's this talking? Shrey. Is Shrey in today? No, he's not in today, but next slide, please. Now, this is another picture. Who's this? Yes, Anjali. Who are these two? Who is it? You got Aryan's there, and who else is there? Srivatsan. So Srivatsan is there as well. And you've got also, who's at the back? I think Pranav at the back, that's correct. So who is these musical talents? Who is this? That's correct, Janaki and Jeevina. Yep, moving on. Who's this right at the front? Triya. Yeah, unfortunately she couldn't make it today, but definitely everyone please pass on the lovely picture of her. If anyone wants to take a picture and just embarrass her, please do so. Who's this person with sunglasses on? Yes, Dr. Uncle, Dr. Badia. Looking pretty cool in the 90s with the sunglasses indoors. I think he set a trend. Who's this grumpy little kid? That's definitely Manan. I have a lot of pictures. Who's this kid hogging a microphone? Darshan. Wow, someone does not look happy for getting photographer. Like, who's this person? Sabangi, that's correct. And we've got another person in there. Kripa. Where's Kripa? Okay, so this is a picture from yesterday's. Who's this person right at the front? This is more for the kids. Do you know who this person is at the front? You can't see it? I'll have to. So this is Auntie Puri for most of you Balika's kids, or as I call her, Sister Puri. Is it not you? And next picture, who's this right behind our uncle? That's Rishi. So brother Rishi, who couldn't make it today, he's sitting behind the uncle. Next, actually, Manan's doing the honours of actually taking pictures now. Who's this person? Nupuranti. Always smiling when giving announcements, so... Moving on. Oh, the duo of trouble. Who are these two? Saranya and Mahati. Next picture, please. One more. Who is this? This is Ram. Love the beard look, actually. I think you got it right as a child. Yep. Who's this kid with really short hair? Where's Charlie? And who's this? Arun. Again, lose the beard, my friend. This is a picture from yesteryears. Rahul Bhai, amazing picture. And with that, I would like to introduce Rahul Bhai as our next speaker. Oh yeah, and we've got one more person. Again, Mr. Grumpy Nayan. Manan, sorry. Yep, so now I'd like to introduce Rahul Bhai, one of the people that I actually looked up to as growing up as a kid. Feared him a lot. I remember him with hair. I just got shocked a couple of years ago when I realized he shaved his hair off. So, but one of the things is Rahul Bhai has been instrumental to a lot of our development as Balikas kids. I remember I used to be in the center before most of you know me. I used to be called Mini Mit for so many years in the 90s because I used to follow Mitesh around doing PA, and these boys would always bully me. But yeah, they've been inspirational in what I am today. So with that, I'd like to introduce Brother Rahul.
Hello, everyone. So, in this journey that we call life, you get to do fun things, and then there's public speaking. So, this is not really one of my most enjoyable activities that I do. So, talking about the youth and back in those days, there's so much to say. A lot of it was around discipline. You stand on the shoulders of the people that have walked in front of you. In our case, that was two individuals, a chap called Ravi, that many people won't know, and a chap called Loga, who appeared in some of those photos. And both of those individuals really drove the youth within Mill Hill. Loga was massively instrumental, someone who ended up living at home. He was, and still is very much my shorter, for those that remember, elder brother, a fantastic tabla player, and a lawyer, and now a professor of law, for those people that are not in touch with Loga, and has twin children. I'm still in touch with him. And what he did was he brought a massive amount of discipline to everything that we did. In fact, we used to be able to tell all of the aunties by their feet because our heads used to be down like this all of the time. We'd never look up. Bhajan practice was in the morning. If you're late, you're not on the list. If you sing and you sing a variation that slightly goes off, you're not singing that bhajan. You haven't practiced. Discipline was key. And, then as you grow older, you lose that chip on your shoulder, I think, to a certain extent, and you become a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more loving towards the people around you. I wasn't very loving when I was younger. I was quite strict. And you then tend to have some fun. We're talking 31 years ago, and I am looking at my friends from those 31 years ago who are still on my speed dial, still go out with regularly, and still have a brilliant laugh. In fact, we still reminisce over certain people going the wrong way down the North Circular, or being chased by Doberman, or all sorts of things that we used to get up to when we used to take our plays on the road. So that youth movement that we had was the backbone of the center, if I can be quite bold. You know, my dad said that, you know, the one thing that the SSE kids have done is they're highly confident. They've built that self-confidence, right? The backbone and that moving force. Absolutely, in those days, we would take on the topics that the adults would say, the adults, the adults, it's us and them. The adults would say, you're not doing that, and we would be like, no, we are. And then be like, no, you're not, and we'd be like, no, we really are. Then be like, no, you're definitely not doing that, and then we'd find a way of still doing it anyway. We'd do it respectfully, but it was always done because there was a sense of purpose behind it. So if there's one thing that I would say to any of the SSE kids or parents that are in this room is that transition from graduating from SSE or Bal Vikas, as some call it, into becoming a youth. In our time, it was very exciting for those SSE kids that were coming through. They would look at us and they would be hyper excited about the future and what they get to do, because then they don't have to go to classes. They used to think that it was just, you know, a bunch of people just having fun, but it really wasn't. Every Saturday evening, we were in our 20s, early 20s, and every Saturday evening we would meet somewhere and we would be discussing the plans for the next day and for the following week. There were people who were in this room, Shankar, who was absolutely pivotal in doing a lot of our external communications. Mitesh on the PA. Satish would always ask the question, why? And those questions of why really made you dive deep into understanding the purpose of why you are doing what you're doing. So it's great to be here. It's great to have been a tiny part of this center and the history of this center. And you stand on the shoulders, as I started at the beginning, and I would say, I look at these musicians in front of us today. I used to play tabla here many moons ago. He's absolutely exceptional. You know, I hear you guys singing, absolutely brilliant. And it's really nice, it's really, really nice to see that, and really, really nice to hear that. So continue standing on those shoulders, continue growing. You guys are the ones that the little kids are looking up to, so hold that discipline, especially the musicians, right? They will look up to you, and that's your duty, but have fun with it. Yeah? Don't carry that chip on the shoulder for too long. Don't be too disciplined for too long. Enjoy yourself. And with that, I'll pass back to you, okay?
Thank you, Rahul Bhai. Now moving on to another fun part of the program. We're going to playing a game called Quick Fire Quotes. So, next slide. So what we're going to be doing is, again, splitting it, brothers and sisters. So, quick fire, you've got not more than 5 seconds to give an answer. I'll be going really quickly now. So, for quote number 1, life is a blank it. Life is a challenge, blank it. What's the answer? I need hands. I'm not going to get, so I need hands. Okay, yes, cool. Not live it. Meet it. Correct. That's correct. Next. Love lives by blank and blank. Huh? Let's see what the answer is. Giving and forgiving. The end of wisdom is character. Oh, no, it isn't. You got an incorrect question. The secret of perfect health lies in keeping the mind always. Anyone? cheerful. The bonus would never worried, never hurried, never borne down by any fear, thought, or anxiety. Next question. Money comes and grows. Morality. Yeah, perfect. Next. Study to be. Wow, I don't really need to go through them. Next one. You must fill your heart with love for God, blank. Fear of sin, blank. And morality in society, blank. Let's see what's the answer. Well done. You are not one person, but three. Oh yeah, that's true. That's me three. Yeah. Well done. I think everyone knows the quotes. Start the day with love, spend the day with love, and... Huh? Okay, let's see the answer. Next one. The heart with compassion is... Ooh, silence. Okay, let me give you the answer. The answer is, the heart with compassion is a temple of God. Next, once we surrender our mind to God completely, anyone? Come on, Gilder Uncle, you should know these ones. Okay, let's see what the answer is. He will take care of us in every way. Next question. This is going to be a difficult one. Before you speak, ask yourself. Okay, let's see what Bhagwan has to say about this. Is it kind? Is it necessary? Is it true? Does it improve the silence? Next one. Do good. Yep, that's correct. The grace of God is like insurance. It will. Okay, what's the answer? It will help you in your time of need without any limit. Well done. Every experience is a lesson. Come on. Next. Loss is a gain. And the next one. First comes self-confidence. That is the foundation. Then comes blank. It is like the blank. Next comes blank. It is like the blank. Finally, the house is complete and the indweller is installed inside. That is blank. Come on. Okay, let's see what Bhagwan has to say about this one. First comes self-confidence, that is the foundation. Then comes self-satisfaction, it is like the wall. Next comes sacrifice, this is like the roof. Finally comes the house is complete and the indweller is installed inside. This is self-realization. And the bonus is it starts with self-confidence and ends with realizing the self. Come on, this is easy. Love all, serve all. Well done. We know our basic quotes, I have to say. Next one. There is no enemy more vicious than... Which one is it? Than your own anger. I think we do need to brush up on our quotes. I think, Gilder Uncle, next sadhana, a quote a day for everyone. You're always your own best guru, your own... best teacher. The answers are always inside of you. When asked where God is, people point towards the sky or some far and distant region. No wonder that he does not manifest himself. Realize that he is blank, 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 and blank. And then he could be blank. Huh? So what does Swami exactly say? Realize that he is in you, with you, behind you, and all around you, and he can be seen and felt everywhere. Actually, this concludes our quiz. And actually, we're also coming to the end of the program. I don't know how everyone else felt, but I've truly been honored to actually be the MC for today. It's so lovely to see so many familiar faces, and I have to say thank you for those who've come in a long time back to the centre, for sparing your time, and thank you. I believe, you know what, this reunion's the first of many, and we hope that we can all keep in contact with each other. Next time, there's people that missed out today, please invite them, and we'll have another fun, packed day of remembering all our memories together in Balukas. And if you have pictures that you want to next time bring, please send them to me, and I'll sort of keep a collection of all those embarrassing pictures so that we can embarrass them next time instead of you today. So thank you so much, and I'd like to pass on back to Gidar Uncle, who's going to quickly just give a few words, and then we'll conclude.
Not a lot. Thank you, Tushar. That was very well done, managed, compared. I just wanted to, at the end, say a big thanks to Arun and Vidya, who have worked very hard in the last several weeks. Yeah, that's Vidya. I was just saying thanks to both of you for organizing this one. I don't know if we have the time and the logistics to do a quick group photograph here with Swami